So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, I have a bit of a theory. I think that I might have connected some very vague dots together for the next Battlefield game, and I have a bit of a prediction slash a theory to deliver to you guys. So, without further ado, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the content, be sure to join the Discord as well, link in the description, and follow me on Twitch. I stream every single day. And let's get into the completely schizo rambling about what I think that I have sort of kind of connected together. And I think this is particularly interesting because I don't think anyone else has really spoken about this or even mentioned what I'm about to talk about. So, this all started by me seeing a post from Battlefield Bulletin, and it was this post right here, and it says, according to a job listing from EA, Ripple Effect is looking for a visual effects director to help create the most realistic and exciting destruction effects in the industry. Obviously, destruction has been a big topic for discussion with Battlefield 2042, because if you remember, or if you've played Battlefield 2042 at all, you would know that the destruction in Battlefield 2042 is viewed by the community as lackluster. And I would have to agree in some aspects, but I would also have to maintain that I think too much destruction is actually very detrimental to the gameplay itself. But nevertheless, it remains a massive talking point. And the post continues by talking about how it's worth remembering that this studio is obviously creating the new Battlefield game that we haven't heard really anything about. But, you know, as you can already see, even with this article, little tiny things here and there are starting to be picked up, and I'm sure we'll be hearing about it maybe a little bit more in 4 or 5 months. But the reason I found this job opening so interesting to me is I remembered back to 2020 at EA Play, where they played this piece of footage. And as you can see, this piece of footage was showing destruction that was, I think, supposed to be featured in Battlefield 2042, or at least the ability for this type of destruction to exist in Battlefield 2042. But ultimately, they didn't utilize it, and I think that this type of destruction is what they are going to go for in the next Battlefield, and this job opening kind of just solidifies that. Obviously, like I said, this destruction wasn't utilized in Battlefield 2042, probably for a good reason. They probably canceled this idea of using it because maybe the game would take too long to put out and EA wouldn't be happy, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the reason may be, it was cut from Battlefield 2042. But they didn't scrap the ability to do it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're bringing in people, such as the person they're hoping to hire for destruction, to further improve upon what already exists within the Frostbite engine. And as you can see from this very short clip that they showed, again, all the way back at EA Play in 2020, before they even announced Battlefield 2042, the destruction shown here is from an engine simulation, and it is, I would say, very realistic destruction. So ultimately, I think that is what they're going to try to implement in some way, somehow, in the next Battlefield game, because they've definitely heard the complaints from people in Battlefield 2042, and I suppose they still have the technology, so they're going to try to utilize it to remedy those complaints. So definitely let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Obviously, you know, some people are going to say this is just pure speculation, but I genuinely think that I picked up on something that has maybe flown under the radar, because when I was looking for the footage of that destruction they showed all the way back in 2020, it was incredibly hard to dig up, and I wouldn't be surprised if other people have also completely forgotten about it. Now, in terms of destruction in Battlefield and what's missing from 2042 and how could they actually implement, let's say, super realistic destruction in the next Battlefield game, I think the key is to have the right amount of destruction that still retains the map's fun and playability. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I firmly believe that too much destruction absolutely actually detracts from the gameplay experience, and I think the ability to just blow up every building at whim is definitely not what they should go for. However, if they want to enhance the, I guess, visual aspect of destroying something with more realistic destruction, I think that is something that they could easily do with what they've shown in that EA Play trailer in 2020. And as we see with the finals right now, I think the finals destruction is probably some of the most realistic and comprehensive destruction that you can actually experience right now in a game without playing Battlefield. And who knows, maybe the finals is using a similar system to what the Frostbite engine would be capable of doing. Me personally, I'm kind of partial to how the destruction worked in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 3, you couldn't completely level buildings, but there were certain ways that walls could break that you could actually memorize if the wall was destroyed, but it still destroyed the building, but left playable cover in its place. So for instance, if you're in a corner and the two walls to either side of you blow up, that corner is left partially exposed, but the walls are obviously gone. So there's still a playable area there for cover, and it doesn't, completely compromise the area that you're playing in. If they wanted to spice that sort of destruction up by just making it visually way more impressive with this new realistic destruction, I think that would be probably the best way they could go about it. Now, I'm going to switch gears to another topic here, but if you are still watching the video, hit the like button. I really appreciate that, and thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think about this destruction stuff in the comment section. I'm going to talk about the update notes that were revealed for the update 6.3 coming on January 30th. The reason I'm fitting this update in this little, end of this video is because, honestly, it's kind of pathetic. I'll just read the full changelog for you right now. They're fixing some Pond Hawk glitches, big whoopie-doo. They're fixing a bug with the RM68 attachments and skins. They went ahead and fixed some bugs with both jets, the F-35 and the Su-57. Apparently, they're having problems with similar flight sensitivities. And apparently, they're going to, quote, make further improvements on sticky input while using mouse and keyboard peripherals on jets. And the developer comments regarding this will make triggering sticky input quicker and easier, especially for default settings, allowing players to do loops in jets without constantly dragging their mice across the mouse pad. Players will still need to provide aggressive inputs in order to initially trigger this maneuver. And believe it or not, that is literally all that is in this update. There's nothing else to mention. So, yeah, that's the update that they teased, guys. Wow, we got the great quality of life stuff in there. Holy shit, the game is saved. All right, so that's the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Turn notifications on if you're a regular sub as well. Join Discord. Follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram. And, of course, follow the Twitch stream. I'm live every single day. I might even be live when you're listening to this video. So, yeah. Check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hold on! Need ammo!
I'm down! Need help!
Soldier down! They need help! Marking danger! Way too young to die. You got me? Watch out at the marker!